I'm Christos Giovannopoulos and I'm a member of Solidarity for All, and I've been active in building international solidarity with the Greek people and also international solidarity of the Greek people with other movements. At this moment in Greece we have reached the highest point of the political struggle that the Greek people waged since 2010. And I think the no vote on Sunday, the main thing that says it is that the Greek people are fed up with being under the supervision of the financial dictatorship that has been imposed to them, and they're fed up and they stood, very determined against the political elites and all the lies and the black mails against them, and they fight for the right to be to be the Greek people to decide about their own fate. And this is, and we cannot ask you the question that a no vote will challenge greatly the relationships of Greece with the Eurozone and maybe with the European Union. So this is a question that you cannot avoid. This is what the people ask you, what would be the consequences of a no. I think this is where the yes campaign feels stronger, because they want to change the whole question into you vote for staying in the EU or outside staying into Euro or outside the Euro. But at the same time, I think the no campaign is not so determined and not clear about what it stands for, which I believe that it would have helped if it was if we had a very clear target that goes beyond the possibility, beyond the potential of a change in Europe or of a new kind of anti-austerity deal, etc. And we had a more positive argument or aim that the people could fight for. On the hearing of the referendum, the Solidarity movement in Greece didn't spend not even 1 second to think about what we will do, what will be our position. As it was very clearly that we will throw all our forces for the no vote and against all those that have destroyed our lives, especially these last years, and they want to keep exercising their powers against the Greek people. So all the solidarity clinics, the food solidarity structures without middleman movement, cooperatives, the foreclosure stop campaign, solidarity to immigrants groups, and many other activities we have. We said that we produced a common campaign that the hundreds of solidarity structures, they say no to the hundreds of thousands and try to mobilize the hundreds of thousands of people that they have helped all these years. We do a lot of canvassing, in the neighborhoods, and at the same time we carry on doing our solidarity structures, our solidarity kind of actions until the very last day before the referendum. So the solidarity clinics are open, the without middlemen markets are going to take place tomorrow. We have food distributions until now, and we try to grasp the momentum of the no in order to compose, let's say, these elements that it will allow us to be more effective in carrying on the struggle after the referendum from Monday. Because one important part of the no movement, of the no platform, let's say, or movement in Greece. It is that lays out the possibility for greater spaces of popular participation in the negotiations and in how in the decisions about how this country and how this society should be run and towards what direction. I think whatever the result will be of the referendums, as I said earlier, Greece will not be the same. Okay, we will, even if no prevails, which is what we fight strongly for, it will mean that we have to face many hardships imposed by the international lenders, and also political challenges, even geopolitical kind of issues may be raised. So for us, especially for the Solidarity movement, the next day would be a day that we have to escalate our mobilization, to make more effective our organizations, and to be on the front line of really providing the basic needs for the people, to live in order to carry on this struggle. So what we've been doing all these years, that we feel that we've been saying no all these years, and not only no, but we've been saying no by creating these structures of the people in order to be to endure this kind of this level of conflict, but developments have their own logic, and many times in Greece we have felt that they overcome us, but nevertheless we think all of us were ready to do our best in order to organize better the Greek people, to provide the tools for the Greek people to self-organize themselves and keep up this level of struggle. And I think the no vote will give a new boost to the hope of the Greek people, because then they can decide about, or they will be, I think the movement will be more effective in order to gain more space and promote its own kind of social transformations that needs and fights for. The yes vote, on the yes vote, despite the fact that we will have to do the same stuff by providing support for the Greek people, I think the morale, it may be, on the issue of the morale, it may be lower, and we have to counter this kind of political task, including ways of opposing or reacting, fighting back the political oppression that it will go with the yes vote. The international support that the Greek people have received all these years has been immense, but especially the last week and the days from now, Friday, which is Friday before the referendum, until Sunday. Actually, I'm aware of about 100 solidarity actions throughout the globe, from Australia to Canada and the US to Europe, that are going to take place the next 2-3 days. And this gives us a lot of courage in order to give the final push for the no vote. And also we want to hope that this solidarity movement with the Greek people, on one hand, it plays a very important role in internationalizing the Greek struggle in a European level, in a broader level, because we know that in order to change, to be able to change something in Greece, if no prevails, we need, the political support, and we need to change the correlations of forces, outside Greece also. This is the first thing, and the second thing is that this international solidarity may be the biggest resource that the Greek people may have in order to keep up with all the difficulties and the hardships that they have to face, all the shortages in medicine, food, or whatever this may be. So what we would ask from the solidarity, the international solidarity movement, is from now to start setting up campaigns for material solidarity, with everybody now understands that it's not about philanthropy, it's about a political struggle against austerity, for democracy and for liberty.